Okay, now you can hit unfreeze. Hit it one more time, it's still not moving. There we go. So what does OR mean? Additive rule. So that means we've got to take our handy dandy highlighter out. And it says that respond will be, no, it's too big. Hold on. Is straight across. No sneezing in class. And ages of 22 and 39. Dang old 22, dang old 39. Now you're ready to set it up. Now sometimes the problem will tell you how many is in there, but sometimes it will not. It has not told you, so that means you have to add up all the what? Add up all the numbers. Bring it down a little bit now so I can write it, please. And what's that total, somebody? $12 what? Everybody get $12.97? Yes, Hubert. No, Hubert. We don't care, Hubert. Okay? And now I'm going to take my yellow numbers. And I know you can't see it, but you can just use your imagination. 80 plus 262 plus 252 plus 143 plus 145 plus 209. That's my yellow numbers. And then we're going to add our green numbers together. First I want to see if I can. Then I'm going to add my green numbers, which is 262 plus 24 plus 252 plus 37. And then I subtract my overlaps, and my overlaps are 252, which you can't see. Oh, 252 and 262. So blue minus, sorry, minus 262 and 252. 262 plus 252. And that's basically how you do that problem. Now when you do all those numbers and you cancel the 252 with that 252 and you cancel that 262 with that 262, you basically add up all the yellows and then the 24 and the 37, and somebody tell me what that numerator, what the numerator is. No, I'm not crazy, but if I ask you, tell me what the numerator is, and I only say numerator one time, somebody will tell me the final answer. Okay, thank you. So, 1152 over 1297, and now you can give me the final answer. 0.888. And it says round to 3 decimal places, so it would be 0.888. Hopefully y'all didn't set me up. And that's the correct answer. And next question. Let's see which one this one is. What is the probability that she will have one child of each sex? Identical twins come from a single egg that splits into two embryos. The fraternal twins are from separate fertilized eggs. Also, identical twins must be the same sex and the sexes are equally likely, and sexes of fraternal twins are equally likely. If a pregnant woman is told that she will give birth to fraternal twins, what is the probability that she will have one child of each sex? Use the table below to find the probability. So take a second, a few minutes, and do that one. Well, one child of each sex. What does that mean? Boy, girl, and what? Well, what's the problem? There is no problem. Is there any overlap? So, what's the total? Where does it say fraternal? Where? It says, what is the probability that she will have... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read it. If a pregnant woman is told that... Okay, I didn't see that. There it is. Fraternal twins. Thank you. So, take your handy dandy... Let me redo the colors. I didn't think there was going to be an overlap. Hang on. And fraternal. There we go. Now we got overlap. So that's going to be... What's the total today? They didn't tell us. The total is what? 54. And yellow or green is going to give us 9, 0, plus 9, plus 0, plus 9. And then we're going to add mauve color, which is 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. And then we're going to minus the overlap, which in this case is 9 and 9. So subtract 9 plus 9. And when you do all of that, what's the numerator? The numerator? 36 over 54, which is 0.667.
I have a question.
Yes.
You're doing a problem like that. It's asking for the probability of if it was fraternal twins and one of each sex, but it's already telling you that she's gonna have fraternal twins. So did you include that in finding out what the probability would be?
Well, we did, right here, fraternal twins, we did.
Well, I was saying that I just wouldn't have thought that you would be finding out the probability that she was having fraternal twins, because it already says that.
Well, I know, it's kind of, that's why I was going with the boy, girl, because that's the way I figured it. But if I read it again, if a pregnant woman is told that she will give birth to fraternal twins.
Because the way I did it, all I calculated was the actual.
You did what I did right here. These two right here, which would be 18 out of what?
36.
18 out of 36. That's the way I read it to begin with. I personally believe it's that because that's the way I started it. Because of this sentence right here. Oops, sorry. Told says basically that she's going to have fraternal twins. See, that's the problem I was having with it before. When I just did these two, and I said there was no overlap, and that would be 18 over. We'll see. I think it's probably the 18 though. 18 over. Somebody do that for me. 18 over what? 54. What does that come out to be? I'm sorry, what? 0.333. And another reason that I don't think it has, another reason is there's no and or in here. That's another reason that I just did those two. Because it doesn't give you any kind of indication that you have to do the fraternal twins. But, you know, we'll see. I'm going to go with the 0.333. Well, that's what I originally started with. And if we get it wrong, then we'll just live in a ditch. Where's all of Hubert's homework and tests done? In the kitchen. Good. It could be any of those places, yeah. Okay, here we go. Find the probability of winning the lottery with the following rule. Select the 5 winning numbers 1 through 43 in any order. What does any order mean? Combination, Hubert. That's right, class. You suck, class. Combination. So Hillary says that all of her emails are on her personal server and she's not going to give those up. Can you imagine if George Bush would have said that?
They'd be all over the
They'd be impeaching him. I just think it's great how we have a double standard in the United States. If you're a Democrat, you can do whatever the heck you want to. If you're a Republican, you have to follow the rules. Oh me, that's funny. Double standards. Alrighty. So now I got a question. We got 2 numbers here. One is 5, and the other one is 43. Right? And 5. Which one is in? Good job. So that's where students mess up. 43, combination 5. Somebody give me that number. Is it going to be a BA number? Yep. About like the number we got the other day for the first 5. What did we get? 5 million? Or what was it? The other day. Was it 5 million or 500,000? What does this one come out to be? How much? 962,000. 500 what? I thought we had close to 500,000. So I circle that and I get it right. Correct? No, you get it wrong. Why? Because you didn't buy a ticket. What do you got to put over? What do you got to put that under? 1. Because if it, what does it say right here? You cannot win the lottery if you don't what? Buy a ticket. And if it doesn't say how many tickets you bought, it's assumed that you bought at least what? 1. Let me say that again for those people that are going to be crying because they get a problem wrong. You cannot win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. And if this says winning the lottery, and it does not specify you buying 10 tickets or 15 tickets or a million tickets, it's assuming that you're buying 1 ticket. I don't know if there's supposed. I don't think there's supposed to be a fee there. Keith's bill. So your answer here is 1 over 900, unless Mr. Vaughn's setting me up. 1 over 962,598. Golly, this thing ain't mixing up anything. It's just putting them right behind each other. It's not supposed to do that. Maybe it's just doing that for me because I'm the teacher. All right. Find the probability of winning. Same thing. This will be N is 36. Combination of 6. And somebody give me that number. Just give me the numbers. 194,779. That's not right. I mean, I didn't type it in right. 194.
77.
992.
No.
I heard blah 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 blah. That's what I heard. 9919.
Is that 2?
Just add a 2. Thank you.
Take one of the 9s off.
Take one of the 9s off, and
Add
there we go. How about that? All right. For those that don't know what number that is, it's 1,947,792. Next question. When is the week of finals? I tell you about buying my ducks. I bought 4 ducks. Yeah, I bought me 4 ducks. I don't know. There are 2 brown ducks and 2 yellow ducks. I mean, I don't know. Them are ducks, them are not ducks. I went to Tractor Supply. I go to Tractor Supply every other day to buy feed. And they had ducks and chickens and all that. So I bought 4 ducks and like 6 or 8 chickens. I guess I'm going to start me a little farm there behind the house, behind my mom and daddy's house, which they already have chickens and ducks. So I guess I'll just have chickens and ducks. Anyway, quack. When is the week of finals? Well, what about the only one that has a week? Might that be the answer? Might. What's December 7th, 1941? Pearl Harbor. What's that? No comment. Okay. First thing you should do here is quit. Skip the question. Why? Why would you skip this question? There's too much to read. Why does Hubert put a question like this on there? All you got to read is what? The last sentence, probably. If one of the physicians, the second to the last sentence, if one of the physicians is randomly selected, what is the probability of getting one who calculated the dose correctly? So look at your whole statement and then read the last one. It says, the following data lists the number of correct and wrong dosages calculated by 33 physicians. In a research experiment, a group of 20 physicians was given bottles of blah, 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 blah with a concentration of 1 milligram in 1 millimeter solution. And another group, 13 physicians, were given bottles labeled with a ratio of 1 millimeter of a 1 in 1,000 solution. If one of the physicians is randomly selected, what is the probability of getting one who calculated the dose correctly? So, calculated dose or correct dosage calculation. That's what you're looking for. So, you would highlight what? That right there. Now, hopefully you could draw a little bit straighter than that. What else? That's it. Golly, I need to make these questions more difficult. What's the total? 33? Dang old 33. And 15 plus 3 is 18. And what's that probability? It says round to 3 decimal places. Okay, now I got a question for you. My question is this. If you're a patient, do you want your doctor to be literate? So, what percentage, if you were a patient, what percentage of doctors would you want to be literate? 115%. Somebody tell me if that's low or not, or is that what you would want? If I go into a hospital and 54% of the doctors are illiterate when it comes to reading dosages, I'm going out the front door. Now, I don't know what that question is asking, okay? But I'm telling you what my answer is. 54%, that's not high enough. 150% is getting there. Is this probability as high as it should be? I would want it to be very high. I don't give it. If you put that, I'll mark it right. I don't care what they say, because as a doctor, as a patient, I want the doctor to be 115% literate of dosages. I think y'all would too. It's kind of like, do you want your doctor, if you're going into surgery, do you want your doctor to have a steady hand? Nah, it's not important. Just get a stick and just get around in there and. Yeah. Next question. In genetic experiment on peas, one sample of offspring contained 358 green peas and 18 yellow peas. Based on those results, estimate the probability of getting an offspring pea that is green. Well, I would say that the total is 358 plus 18. What's that number? How much? 376 is your denominator. And how many are green? I think that would be pretty much the answer. If I'm not reading it correctly, I put some easy questions on here. Yeah. Then somebody give me that to 3 decimal places. Sounds like to me we're gonna get a green P. Dang old exorcist. Dang old 952. What does green pea have to do with green pea soup? Oh well, I just told you exorcist. Oh well, forget it. Anybody ever seen the original Exorcist? Mr. Robinson. Two Robinsons in the group out of 30. You have? What does green peas have to do with Exorcist? Y'all suck. Y'all know that? It's your parents' fault. Especially yours, Miss Scarborough. Is this probability reasonably close to 3/4? No. Is it over 3/4? Yes, but it's not asking that. Is it close to 3/4? No. I don't care what the answer is on that one. That's not close to 3/4. Do not put Army. What does Hubert not entertain at the end of the semester? I'm sorry. Why does Hubert not entertain extra credit, extra points, dropping any grades? And the reason I do read this one, even though we go over it 4 times in the semester, 5 times really, is because I don't want to hear this toward the end of the semester. So that's why I read this one out on every single test. Why do I not? B, number B. He awards me extra points for these type questions on the test, and he also drops the lowest 2 on every unit. And if you add all these points up at the end of the semester, you basically get another what? Test grade, Hubert. That's right, class. Which one is the only answer that's correct? Mickey Mouse. Good job. Need to put a quack on that one. Oh my! But anyway, ducks they are messy, but they're funny. They just walk around like they hit. They just walk around like. I had one. I call him Houdini. He got out of the box when I had him in the house because I had to keep him in the house because the cats would eat him. So I had to keep him in the house, and I had a box set with the lamp and everything. And one of them kept jumping out, and I called him Houdini. And he just walked in the bedroom one morning. I was waking up. It was 7 o'clock, and he just walked in the back bedroom like, "What's up, dude?" They do their neck like this, and "What's up?" Except he was going, because right now they just go, they chirp, they like chicks. They, but anyway, do the problem. Blow it up a little bit, Vanna. I got one named Houdini. I don't know what I'm going to name the other 3. Quack, quack, and quack, I guess.
There's like side Donald Ducks.
I mean, I'm going to name one Donald Duck and one Quack, and then I'll name the other one Duck. Come here, Duck. M.R. Duck. M.R. not Ducks.
Or name him Uncle Son.
Yeah. I had to get them out of the house, though. They about drive me crazy. I had to start putting stuff on top of the boxes so Houdini wouldn't get out. Now, y'all should get this one right. We only did this one like 4 times. If you get this one wrong, then don't tell anybody, all right? Just keep it quiet. Keep it to yourself. All right, Vanna, bring it down, please. Now, I'm going to go through this one real slow because I don't want anybody to miss this one because it's going to be on the test. I mean, no matter what regenerates, I know this problem will be on it. All right. What is your probability of winning? Here's your probability of winning right here. Even number. So what's half of 38? 19, Hubert. Thank you, class. and that's the probability of even numbers. So this is your what? That's your success, because the question says, what is your probability of getting an even number? So when it says, what is your probability of getting an even number, that basically is saying, this question is saying that even is success, because you're winning. Okay? So the opposite of the complement of success is failure or not success, whatever you want to call it. And that's probability of not what? Even. Do not say odd. One, it'll make a statistician cringe, like if you make English. How do you make an English teacher cringe?
Use the word ain't.
Use the word ain't or nair. To make a statistician cringe, notice I didn't say math teacher because some math teachers couldn't do it. All right, but some statisticians. If you said odd right here, they would cringe, and the math teacher would say you're incorrect, because these are neither what? Odd or even. So you got to add those two to the 19, and you get 21 over 38. So that is your first. This one right here is your first one. I'm sorry, 40. I didn't. Sorry, you're right. I said I would get this problem wrong and not tell anybody. 40. Thank you. There's the number. Okay? So there is your 19 over 40. Now, why does the problem say keep it as fractions? Why? Because in these problems, when you're finding the odds what? Against, or the odds in favor, you want to keep them as fractions, because you're going to write your answer as odds against in a fraction form with a colon. I was assuming okay? That's a colon, isn't it? Dang old colonoscopy. Dang old colon. All right, so that'll be 19 over 40. And this would be 21 to 19. And this, why should nobody get C wrong? I told y'all this in class. Because all you got to do is type in 18. Whatever this number is, okay, back that up. Don't type in 18. Somebody's going to type in 18 and say that I told them to type in 18. Forget that. Type in whatever number is right here. And at least, let's see, there's 11 times, how many questions are on the test? Okay, is that it? 11 times 20, 11 times 5 is what, 55? At least, everybody in here should make a 55.33 on this test. Everybody. Will they? Nope. Somebody will make a 26. All right, what's this one? 18 times 21 over 19. Somebody do that for me. Take 21, divide it by 19, and multiply it by 18. What do you get? And that's your answer there. Take the 19 over 18, which is the 21 over 19, sorry, right here. Do that on your calculator and multiply it by $18. Whatever number is right here. I did what you told me. I said times 18. And there's 25 right here. Next question. Each of two parents has the genotype blonde/red, which consists of the pair of alleles, I don't even know what that is, that determine hair color and each parent contributes one of those alleles to a child. Assume if the child has at least one blonde allele, that color will dominate and the child's hair color will be blonde. Hopefully somebody can tell me what that means, but I really don't care. List the 3 different possible outcomes. Assume that these outcomes are equally likely. What is the probability that a child of parents will have red/red genotype? What is the probability that the child will have blonde hair? Okay, so it looks like, assume that if a child, so that's blonde, red, and what? Red. Am I crazy or what? Think that it? Should be this one right here, maybe. I thought, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I think it would be C, right? What is the probability that, well, that's 1/3 or 0.33? What's the probability that they will have blonde hair? 0.33? That's what I come up with. Maybe this problem's too easy. I don't know. Be careful on that one. When does homework terminate? Well, I need to change this whenever Course Compass says it, because I don't do that anymore, because I'm very lenient on y'all. Just don't put the problems that it can't be. It can't be these 4. 3. Good gracious alive. We need to skip this one. What is this? Yeah, we're not doing that one. I'm going to take it off. All right, do this one. Blow it up a little bit, Vanna, so everybody can see the chart. I'll take that other one off. Y'all just be glad I'm in a good mood, okay? You want me to leave it on there? I'll leave it on there if you want me to. It's too long. You ought to see one of the questions they had in 103. It's got like 15 parts. I took it off too. One question. Awful. All right, this one says, to the right, to the left, to the right are the outcomes and that are possible when a couple has 3 children. Among 3 children, there are exactly 0 boys. I had one student says, there's not anything on here that says 0 boys. I did have a student say that. I don't understand how you can get 0 boys out of this chart. There's nothing that says 0 boys. That's what they said. That's probably the same person that can't make change with your 6 cent at the cash register. All right, so which one is 0 boys? Good job. And that would be 1/3 or 1/8? I'm sorry, 1/8. What is the probability of 3 boys? What is the probability of 1 girl? Well, that one you might have to count. Okay, thank you. Mr. Vaughn's on top of things. Way to go, Mr. Vaughn. Except he won't teach when I'm late. All right, next question. If you take several forms of a test in Hubert's class, how is it counted? I think it should be C. He calls you a loser and fails you. I don't put you live in a ditch on here. I need to start putting that. I would love to be a programmer at Course Compass. You know, the guy that puts the answer, the fantastic, you got it right, fantastic. Oh, I would love to be that person. Can you imagine if I was that person? You suck. You got the wrong answer. You're going to work at McDonald's. Oh my gosh, they would fire me.
You got it wrong. It's Bush's fault.
Yep, that's true. You could say that too. All right, now somebody tell me which question. We got to go look at the question the question that I started off, and then that's the question about the fraternal
I
twins.
think you got one more question. for Mr. Twinkle.
Oh, there is. Oh, I thought there was only 20. Will I be? Oh, that's the one that says Donald Duck. Does Schubert replace your lowest test grade with the final exam grade? What's the only answer you can pretty much say? No, water. Yeah, that's the question we're going to get rid of. Is that it? That's it. 1/2. Did our other answer? Let's look and see.
No, that was, the other ones were wrong too. That's what I got when I did it. It's because what I did was you do the probability of just the fraternal twins. So you add up the numbers. of the-
Okay, then it'd be 9 over 18.
Or 18 over 30.
18 over 36. Okay, well, let's do that one over then. I'll do it over for you. I suck on that one. Let me get back. Okay. All right, everybody just erase that problem and we'll redo it. I'll just show you. I'll just do this. Dang old. Okay, this one. Did it change? How did I change it? Oh, the numbers changed. Okay. All right. It says, if a pregnant woman is told that she will give birth to fraternal twins, so the first thing you do is you add up the fraternal twins. 6 plus 9 plus 9 plus 6. Dang old 18 plus 6, 24 would be 30. Thank you, Miss Scarborough. And it says, what is the probability that she will have one child? That'll be this one and this one, which is 9 and 9 is 18. And what does that reduce down to? Dang old 6 will go in there 3 times, and 6 will go in here 5 times. 3/5 should be your answer. Hey, dang old right answer. There it is. Okay, so that's how you do the problem. Sorry, I led y'all astray. I suck. All right. So what else did we miss? We missed number 5. Oh. We missed number 16. That's the... Did we get it wrong?
Yeah, because you put on C, you
What did I put?
put .33.
What was it? Let's see. The probability that the child will have blonde hair. Blonde.
We also put the C on.
I don't see. That's not the problem I did.
No, it's
I don't understand. No, that's not it either because it don't have my answers. Where is my problem? Okay, whatever. All right, it says list the different possible outcomes. Assume that these. Here's the possible outcomes. Well, to me, it's blonde, 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 brown, and brown, brown. Right? Blonde, 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 brown. Okay, then that changes everything. All right. The probability that a child, these parents will have the brown genotype would be brown be 1 out of 4, which is 0.25, right? And then that would be 0.75. Okay. So I just was going too fast. I suck on that one too. All right. What's the long one? 18. All right. So I made what did I make? I made an 86. I suck. All right, y'all good? What time is it? All right, I'll count everybody here today. I've got to turn this off because I got to go to another room and do a